Hey everybody, so this is gonna be another Dune Patrol.
Construction complete.
It's gonna be Yuris Event Trailer 2, of course, and scouting the map. So, I started playing this map more recently, and I learned a couple of things. That's like, for one, I'm trying to use the planes a little bit smarter and stuff like that, and I'm trying to, like, when I do make Guardian GIs, make sure that they don't get killed by dogs and drones. And I actually won versus some players that are actually real sneaky with terror drones, but most players aren't like that. So when that does happen, I could just go straight grizzly tanks, and that could fix the problem.
Got it. Training.
Grizzly tanks aren't that bad like people think. I mean, they are weaker than rhino tanks, but they're not really that terrible of a tank. I don't know why some people dread them. So, terror drone for Guardian GI, actually, that's okay. I had to make a pillbox, but that's also okay. Just don't want to lose any IFVs or anything like that. Remember, IFV is 600 or terror drone is 500. So I mean, he's not gonna crush you because of IFV, but if they kill, you know, 2 Guardian GIs in a row with 1 terror drone, you're in big trouble then. And this is some guy I met in the lobby. I was like, yeah, I'm a real strategy gamer. I was like, let's play our game for fun. And he's like, okay, dude. So I was like, let's go. So, and a lot of the times I think,
Unit ready.
I was not making as many rackages as I used to, because one flak truck could basically take out quite a few rocketeers. Then you can shoot with the plane, of course. But I mean, is it really worth it when you, like, I mean, just make a plane, you know what I mean? Boom. Gonna be easy kill for that jet. Clean kill. See what I mean? Harriers are effective. I see you just take out a terror drone like that easily, and boom. That's why I like using them. And you don't have to really be Korea to use planes. You could be France, you could be Germany, you could be USA, Britain. You don't have to be Korea to use planes. No. It's gonna be a little bit hard for him to attack me. A lot of the players, if they just kind of play normal, like just I'm gonna rush them normal, I mean, it's kind of hard to beat these, the way I play with these IFVs and these grizzly tanks. It's quite difficult. Oh no, this guy's going for super weapons or what yet? Is he going for multiple war factories, or is he going for a battle lab?
Unit ready. Building.
Channel clear.
On hold.
And I could make 2 Harriers, but I'm not even bothering.
Watch my 6.
Unit ready.
And make 2, 3, 4 jets.
Like the wind. We have them on radar.
Training.
And if he starts spamming desolators, especially if he sells an MCV or he gets a lot of money, if he gets a lot of money in miners, you gotta be a little bit scared, because I'm just gonna be a lot of stuff coming at you. So I got to seal IFV to help fight the desolators. And if he makes multiple desolators, like 3 or 4, kill them all at once, then the Soviet's gonna be really behind, losing all those desolators. Uh-oh.
Structure sold.
And actually, that's not too uncommon for that to happen. If you desolate on a GI and 2 GIs or a couple GIs, or a drone got me, it's not too common for a GI to kill you, or for a tank to kill the desolator or something like that. Then people are like, what the hell, my desolator's not working. I was like, yeah, you can't just desolate on like a whole bunch of GIs. Like, you think you're gonna kill them? I mean, get real. The GIs do fight back. I mean, some people underestimate certain units. Like, they think the GIs aren't going to do nothing with desolators, and they think that conscripts can't do anything against GIs. So, you know, that's not true. Conscripts could fight back against anything. So could GIs. And I noticed how that Navy SEAL IFV. See, I'm giving away all my strategy. I'm gonna tell you how I step my desolators now. Now people are gonna know what to do when they play me. So, honestly, I think I could
Select
I think I'm getting
target.
better at this map. I mean, it's a little bit different than Country Swing.
Unit ready.
It's hard for the Soviet to build up an industrial plant and get multiple war
Unit
factories.
ready.
Country Swing, it's easy for the Soviet just to build up, but this, they could build up, they could get Iron Curtain, but at the same time, you know,
Training.
smaller map.
Yes, sir. On our way, sir.
You run, if it gets into a long game, both players are going to get low on money.
Ready to roll. Good to go.
Unit
Aircraft
ready.
reporting. Watch my 6. Gear of report. Destination, Commander. Outstanding.
You got to get that battle fortress filled up, and as soon as that battle fortress is filled up, you're ready to go. So I put a Cornell Generate into the battle fortress. I'm going to switch it up. I think Navy SEAL is a little bit better because he kills the Soviets infantry better.
Construction.
But it makes you disappear. A little bit better versus Rhino tanks than the SEAL. And it's good versus other battle fortresses if you're in Allied versus Allies. Inside the battle fortress.
Pilot reporting.
Select target.
Here comes the Kirov. And by the way, like, I knew when I heard the Kirov coming, and I was like, okay, this battle fortress is definitely going to hold me off.
Ready. Unit lost. Construction complete.
Make sure he doesn't blow anything up with that.
Unit lost. Our base
So the
building.
blue player does not have
Unit promoted.
an Iron Curtain
Ore
yet.
miner under attack. Unit
Lost one
lost.
miner doesn't really matter. I'm quite ahead because my technology is higher than his.
Perfect hideout.
I have Battle Fortress and Mirage making more, and he doesn't have Iron Curtain yet. So by the time he gets an Iron Curtain, he might not be able to
Cancelled.
hurt me too bad.
Unit ready.
Maybe he's not even trying to make Iron Curtain. For all, I mean,
Cancelled.
Soon you won't.
it's possible.
Channel clear.
But if you make a battle lab just for a Kirov, I don't think it's worth it just for one Kirov.
Construction complete.
Transformer panels in order.
Reinforcements
Ready to roll.
ready.
Industrial plant's 100%
Select
worth it.
target.
So, Gap Generator, I mean, Gap Generator doesn't do anything for your army value, it just makes it more confusing to them.
Unit reporting. High
I mean,
low drag. Ready to roll. Unit reporting. Securing position. Need a conversion?
because they don't know what you got.
Unit ready.
See, and then I gotta put the GIs in front of there and block it off. And some Soviet players tell me that Dune Patrol is actually
Unit ready.
easier for them because see how I could put the GIs and block up that ore patch for
Iron
allies?
detected.
I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I think it might,
We have one.
Bloodfeud might be a little bit better for allies, but not that much, or maybe not at all. It's hard to say.
We can make adjustments. Fast and light.
But also the Soviet,
Unit ready.
Outstanding.
when the Soviet rush, they get the uphill advantage too because the bases are in downhill from a slope. So remember that, like, you know, it could go in Soviet's favor. The hills, the small hills, but still it's hills.
Reinforcements ready.
Boom! I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna pounce on these miners. He's gonna load up that flak truck maybe.
Unit ready.
It's gonna be hard for him to hit a desert bomb. I mean. It's gonna be pretty difficult. If he could do it, honestly, that's a pro play right there. Because I got the Steel Battle Fortress, my Mirage tanks are gonna run away. And if he could hit it, he's really good. But I doubt he could do it. I doubt that like most players could do it right now.
Unit ready.
Boom boom, there's a sentry gun.
Unit promoted.
Sentry gun ain't gonna save you now.
Unit promoted.
I got too many more. He is swarm. He's in the heart of the swarm right now.
Unit promoted. Unit lost.
I got too much stuff. And he does have a second war factory, but a little bit too late.
Unit ready.
And looks like I got the game one.
Unit ready.
It was good playing with fans and stuff. People that are from the lobby that know the YouTube channel. So I mean, so this was really just a fun game for everybody.
Destination, Commander?
You got to, you know, practice how to Soviet, and you know,
Unit promoted.
I got to use Cornell Generate. I mean, it's not a bad unit, but I mean, a little bit switching it up a little bit,
Unit promoted.
see how it goes. It kind of does work well versus Rhinos, like I already said, but
Unit
versus a pro player, I don't know if I would do that. I would take a chance, unless he was just massing Rhino with no infantry or something like that.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit promoted.
Vehicle ready. Driver up. Mean, green, unseen. Going mobile.
Unit ready.
And look how big my army is.
Vehicle ready. Bound.
I mean, I have a lot of stuff left.
Player defeated.
Good game.
You are victorious. Construction
Hey.
complete.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
New construction options. Construction complete.
So I was playing a lot of games, and like some people, you know, they talk a lot of trash. This guy like talks a lot of trash, but you know, I beat him like basically every single game. But actually, this game is actually the one time he actually, you know, put up a fight, and he might actually beat me this game. So I mean, you can't beat every player every time, even if you're better or whatever than them, or worse than them even. So here you go, and scout the map. I noticed that he's Soviet, so I mean, sometimes it's easy for a Soviet to get a good rush going.
New rally point established.
Not doesn't take a lot of effort with Soviet. You just make random tanks and run at him.
Cancelled. Unit ready.
So trying to get my first three miners quick.
Unit ready. Construction
Boom, boom.
building.
And that's my build order. I like to make radar after 3 miners.
Insufficient
Some people like to make
unit
another refinery, but I think with allies, you know, use the paratrops, use the Air Force a little bit earlier.
unit ready.
And it's nothing like a Korea rush where you make
New construction
planes before you make War Factory. That's something totally different. So I got the 3 IVs.
Watch my dust. Tools of the trade. Watch my dust.
Getting my jet ready. So this is actually
unit
a
ready.
game where this guy actually, you know, does well against me.
Unit reporting. High speed, low drag.
He's trying to dodge the plane, or I'm not going to let him.
Watch my 6. We'll go. We're
Unit
going in.
ready.
So I got to hit.
Building.
And actually, I guess I'm pretty damaged. I mean, when you get into a tank fight and then you got hits in with Harriers, I mean, those random tanks are going to drop when they start to meet the Grizzly tank. I'm telling you.
We'll go. Watch my 6.
Actually, I think a Grizzly tank would beat the random tank 1v1 after the Harrier, because
Reinforcements ready.
the HP goes from 400 to 250, and a Grizzly tank has 300 HP, so the Grizzly tank should win.
New rally point established.
Commander to go.
Building.
In a 1v1 at least. Now here we go.
Unit ready. Construction complete.
So I think it said what's inside this flak truck, so I wasn't paying attention. That might be a desolator. You always got to be aware that there might be a desolator in there. And it is a desolator, that means big trouble. Big trouble.
Unit lost.
Okay, there is a desolator. I thought I saw one in there. So I gotta be a bit careful here. Use the pillboxes. Not a problem. Oh, he just loaded up.
Construction complete. Building.
And I hate when the planes miss. That's really stupid. So
Transformer panel in order. Good to go. Channel clear. Unit reporting.
Unit ready. Ore miner under attack. Unit lost.
okay, there you go. There you go.
Reinforcements.
So I actually don't know what the hell happened there. He got 2 miners. So I'm like, shit, he might win the game this time. That was almost kind of like some kind of a malfunction in my brain or something that made him get my miners. Honestly, because sometimes like I'll be like, what the hell just happened? It's Redlo 2. Redlo 2 and Yuris Revenge. Anything could happen. It's kind of like if you get in a fight, in a street fight. Like, you could be like twice as strong as a dude and just like fall down, and the dude could just jump on you. Like, you just trip or something, you know. I was like, so I mean, like, I was like, what just happened there? I was like, okay, this is it. You know, I don't. He might get me.
Promoted. Unit lost.
So I got to use the IFVs and the rhino tanks for. Got the GIs there helping me out.
Building.
Ready as ever. It's in the bank. Can do. Destination commander.
So he looks like he wants to do a split.
Unit lost.
Securing position. We can make adjustments. On the go. Unit reporting. High speed, low drag. Squared away, sir.
So this is actually kind of bad for me. This is actually kind of bad.
Select
And you know he's going to talk a lot of trash if he beats me. A lot of trash. So I really don't want to lose to this guy.
Watch my 6.
So There's 2 war factories. I'm like, uh-oh. Okay. So I did make another miner since then. But the thing is,
Construction complete.
might be a little behind.
Low power.
So I kind of rushed
Construction options. Build.
to a battle lab.
Yes, sir. Securing position.
Made it before power plant. Gonna go low power and slow production for a little while.
On hold. Cancel.
Okay, there might be another desolator in there.
Our base is under
Okay, there it is. Oh crap!
unit
He's
lost.
trying to save my IFVs. So it looks like he might blow me up.
Our base is under attack. Unit
Oh
lost.
crap! That is not good.
Unit promoted.
And the desolator's still out. And for some reason,
Unit lost.
yeah, he got ahead of me after killing his 2 miners. And for some reason, I couldn't find my Rocketeer. I knew it was there, but I was just so focused on trying to keep my IVs alive, and so focused on not losing my whole base, that I was like, oh my god, where's the Rocketeer? Where's the Rocketeer? Where's the Rocketeer? And I found it after. I was like, oh my god.
Unit ready.
So he might win this game. So basically,
Unit ready.
like,
Securing position.
I'm gonna like fight as hard as I could with these units, because I'm not gonna be getting anything extra. But I do have a battle lab, and I do have
Insufficient.
infantry units. And I was thinking, should I sell something to make my electrical high?
Ready.
And I decided not to for now.
Of course.
Unit ready.
Made for speed.
Unit
So I just popped off a flak truck and stuff right there.
We can make adjustments. Got it.
So I want to at least push forward with infantry. This is another thing. There's a lot of wars that were fought with just infantry units, no tanks. Like the Civil War, the American Civil War, there was no tanks in that shit. And it's just infantry units. So if you just got barracks, I mean, you could win a game with just barracks, and you got airport. You know, you got airport Rocketeers.
Unit ready.
Do you really need a war factory? You kind of do need a war factory, but
Pilot reporting.
if I keep pressuring him to make a lot of air, he's gonna make mostly flak trucks, and I think that maybe
Unit lost.
see I'm doing well with airplanes. I think there's a chance that he might not be able to build up enough Rhino tanks, and I might be able to jam out some infantry units. But you know, it doesn't look super good for me right now, so I could lose this.
Unit ready.
All he has to do is build up an army, bunch of flak trucks, bunch of Rhino tanks. He could win. I got it. As soon as I lose momentum, I got a little bit of tempo with the planes. If I lose my tempo, I could lose the game.
Aircraft reporting. Light
Boom, boom, boom.
tools of the trade. On the go. Instruments locked on.
And I got him on the defensive, and he's using his miners as defense, which is actually strange. You could put those miners back to work, but people do stuff like that when you're He thinks like, why should I mine with these miners? I'm gonna kill him with them or defend him with them.
Reporting. Channel heavily on radar. Like the wind.
Select target.
Messed up with the planes.
Lost.
Oop.
Building.
I could make more because I'm not making out a war factory, so I'm having extra money from not doing that.
Lost. Unit ready.
Okay, I got all his air defense down. He's gonna have to run back. If he attacked me right there, he would lose
Unit
everything, just about, even the 2 miners.
ready.
Aircraft reporting. Pilot reporting.
Dude,
Will go.
Unit ready.
I got the missiles.
Unit lost.
Okay, I gotta keep firing. As soon as I get the missiles reloaded and the Harriers, gotta keep going. So I mean, when he did kill my war factor in MCB, I was kind of playing a little bit bad. But I have tempo, but I lost all my shit, but I gained some tempo.
Destination.
When those planes get going, you could
Instruments locked on.
get initiative, tempo, whatever you want to call it.
Like the wind.
Unit lost.
Now, I'm thinking about charging that flak truck
Ready.
with this Rocketeers, but I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Unit lost.
And my miners are working. His miners aren't working. I think he has 1 miner working, and this... He might have 1 miner working, or something like that. I'm not really positive. So, boom, boom. Got to elite IAV. That might be my ticket to the win.
Unit lost. Unit promoted.
Tools of the trade. Aircraft reporting. Watch my 6.
Unit lost.
He ran out of air defense. What's he going to do? I think he lost the game. He might... So, I got a currently general. He couldn't handle the infantry. And this happens quite a bit. If they bum rush your MCV and your war factory, they think they're gonna either they lose tempo and you still got the airports going,
Repairing.
I mean, I mean, I'm kind of seeing it more and more and more lately, where, you know, the units you already have is enough to win the game.
We can make adjustments.
Made some mistakes with losing his 2 miners, but he really couldn't manage enough to win the game. Good game. Thanks for watching.